And we're back. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Dark Phoenix Gaming, and welcome back to another episode of Stellaris. Last time we left off, things did not go spectacularly. We tried to research some giants that we found on our colony of Albion in the Alpha Centauri system, but all our scientists ended up doing is pissing them off, and now said scientists have occupied the said giants rather have occupied the planet, which isn't great, let's be honest. It is very, very not great. We also don't have enough minerals to build a city district on Reach, which has unemployment as well. So, not great. We're currently, however, recruiting several armies on Earth to take the fight to the giants in Alpha Centauri. And we're deploying the fleet to orbit to bombard them and soften them up, because we have a little bit of a wait before the armies finish their recruitment. Because in canon/lore or whatever, the Unified Solar Republic, I almost forgot my nation's name there for a second. What's to call them? The United Earth Federation for a second, because I actually used to have an empire called that. Then I morphed them into something else, and they got lost in between a couple of updates and an uninstall and reinstall of Stellaris for overmodding and all that. But yeah, in lore, the Unified Solar Republic actually hasn't had a standing army in about 100 years. Don't ask me to explain the details. Basically, when they became the actual world government instead of the de facto world government, they got rid of the standing armies of basically every nation, and they don't have one. They have some random militias scattered around, and police officers. That's it. So, given the fact there hasn't been a standing army or professional human ground military force of any kind in almost a century, I expect this to get messy. Navy, on the other hand, there's always been one of those, because pirates. And there's our first army. And we finish an archaeological site over there. Bunker debunked. After months of hard work using a powerful beam which combines intense fusion heat with high frequency vibration, the excavation team has finally managed to crack the underground structure. As soon as the vault was cracked, the disembodied voice recording spoke again, declared that our determination had been proven, that another trial had been completed, and that we were to be rewarded accordingly. And we were. The bunker contained all sorts of valuables, not least of which hitherto unknown technologies which can be investigated further, which will give us the research option for standard Corvette patterns, which that's just basically the one that makes Corvettes cheaper to build and faster to build, so it's nice to have, but not exactly an essential or anything. Actually, got plenty of energy credits right now, so I can just buy the minerals to fix my shortage over here. Let's do that. And at the same time, I'll do a little bit more build up over here. Nothing else we really can or want to do that with. So proceed to grab another system after that. Speaking of, I think it's time to spend those resources to reinforce the fleet. We'll still have plenty after all. And we've discovered an archaeological site on Io, another Jupiter moon for this thing. Go check that out if you would. Underground structures are apparently a popular motif among our mysterious benefactors. And our scientists keeps at it, despite the fact they are still doing drugs. I have tried to explain to them that being addicted to drugs is frowned upon. Yes, we have reinforcements that have finished. I have to explain to these scientists that drugs are frowned upon here in the Unified Solar Republic's scientific arm, but they don't seem to be inclined to listen to me. By the way, how are we getting on with this? Well, these aliens we found are apparently a little on the hostile side. We're investigating that, though. Still a 0% chance of success, and we need 6 more insights before we'll have a chance of success. To make up for the incredibly difficult first contact. The fact that our envoy apparently sucks ass. The Sirius system has 1 trade value. We could build, and our fleet has arrived in orbit and is beginning bombardment of the Titans.
Technology researched.
We've also got better physics research now. And I am going to unlock fusion reactors next, I think. Yeah. But the thing with our orbital bombardment of these guys, and this gives me a good chance to showcase this, and then putting us onto fast speed. The thing is that because of our government ethos, and we can't build on planets that are occupied. As I was saying, the thing is, because of our ethos and everything, as well as probably the small size of our fleet, we can only do very limited damage to them to soften them up from orbit.
System surveyed.
Okay, that's 6. We've brought our fleet strength up to 345, but 402 now. We're only very slowly doing damage to them. We've only just got them down to 98%. Earth needs some help, and I'm going to give them an energy district. So our scientists have gotten better. No special traits or anything though, because our energy credits have decreased a bit. And it looks like alien scum is surveying us. I would like them to stop, but they're not gonna. Speaking of, our army has now finished 107 strength total. These titans, they're 140 strength per individual unit. We're going to need a few more assault armies. For this, and also I think we can cancel our trade now. Going down to 20 minerals a month rather than 40 isn't the worst thing in the world, and that will boost our energy income. Amount, some reach. Soon enough, you'll be able to build a thing and get rid of your unemployment. Okay. How are we doing on that bombardment? They're at about 300 strength. 30. They have over 400 some military strength on that planet. I don't like our odds.
Technology researched.
I really don't. Gene clinics are done now, though. So I will have to grab planetary unification next.
System surveyed.
Okay. Over there, we've got our next system surveyed. Can move on. Okay. Albion. Okay. First contact event pending. The noises are threatening. Stir threatening booming noises and what sound the grinding of metal on metal continued unabated for several minutes, punctuated by a howling noise that sent a chill through everyone who heard it. Just as our envoy thought the noises had died down, they started up again, louder than before. The wince, he switched the receiver off, turned to the gathered crowd of officers whom were cowering behind their seats. Well, that was quite something. Apparently that's what these aliens sound like. And clearly, if they sound that aggressive, then we must prepare for them to try to murder us when we might finally make contact. Because obviously that's what they're going to do.
Construction complete.
They are xenofilth after all. And xenofilth always try to murder us. That's how this goes, generally speaking. Checking out another system, and let's see, archaeology site pending. Extensive seismographic readings have been compiled into a highly accurate visual model of the underground structure on Io. It appears to be a vast network of angular corridors, each several kilometers long. The entire structure is mostly corridors, with the exception of one open space at the bottom of the building. More than that cannot be interpreted until we reach and investigate the site properly. Keep at it then. Let's see. And reach. Can we build anything interesting here? We could do another alloy lab and continue making this a forge world. Although I'm not sure how it's been designated a forge world, given the only thing on there is research labs. Actually... Autoton Monument to produce some more unity might be a good one. We'll do that. And how goes the production of armies? Earth has finished what it's currently working on, but I still don't think we have enough. 2 more armies. That'll still put us a little bit below what they have, but given what we are facing, the fact of the matter remains, I think our best option is to just flood them with sheer numbers. Let's see, we found a new archaeology site in that system we were exploring. Maybe later. First contact event pending. Clear signal detected. Struggled to gain enough information on the Kaf menace for our linguists to have much to go on. Now our efforts have received a major boost. Our sensors have picked up a lengthy exchange between several of their ships. Can only assume their guard slipped for a moment, or perhaps their technology is not as advanced as we suspected, and they thought their channel to be secure. Excellent. That gives us 3 insights. Once we have 2 more, we'll actually have a chance at success, which will be very nice indeed.
Construction complete.
And we have yoinked another system for ourselves. And we can do Unity things again, finally. Let's see. I will give us administrative operations, which will reduce upkeep of everything on planets, so buildings and districts, by 10%. see. So, we're going to stake a claim on these two systems. Next. How did they get down from that system? I had assumed it was only accessible to us. Is that not the case? Hey. We have 320 in our army now. Yes, 2 more. We're going to probably have to disband a large portion of this army to avoid upkeep issues. Although 42 energy is pretty respectable at this stage of the game, so maybe not. Endless Memorial. This is on Io, where we're doing that research project, by the way, lest anyone have forgotten. The scientists team finally breached the underground complex and entered the empty corridors. The long tunnels were completely empty. On closer inspection, the walls appeared to be covered in small, strange inscriptions. Translations of the alien language was a highly confusing process until it was discovered that the writing contained nothing but alien names, numbering in the millions. Archaeologists are now pressing onwards to the bottom chamber, but their effort is hindered by cave-in corridors which need to be cleared. Keep on digging. And we gained 3 more clues. And default to a 30% chance of success now. Nice. Once again, reach. Is short of workplaces, and don't have the credits to build them. Albion has even more problems, but the main one is military occupation. Though, once this final army finishes its construction,
System surveyed.
Our assault will commence. So I think. $373. We don't quite outnumber them, but I'm going to go ahead. And we're also going to hire this one, General Marlon Russell, who happens to be a glory seeker. That will be very helpful to us. So.
Technology researched.
Mining subsidies and mineral purification plants unlocked. As it says, Corvette and frigate build speeds. In fact, this and the robots we have almost completed by default with these. But let's see here. In fact, I think we're gonna get robots. I thought about doing genetic augmentation as our ascension route, but I might just go down the one where we turn everyone into cyborgs.
Researched.
Fusion reactor is done. So let's get improved deflector shields next. First contact pending. Our efforts to decipher the signals from the Koth menace have paid off. We finally made a breakthrough. While our mastery of their language may not be complete, we've managed to identify them as the Rak Intersolar and are able to communicate with them should we ever feel the need.
An alien empire is reaching out to us.
Greetings. I speak for Chief Executive Officer Flint Lapidin and the wealthy elite of the Rak Intersolar. We are always looking for new trading partners, and hopefully we can come to some sort of accommodation that will benefit the commerce of both our nations. We do not take kindly to your sort. Piss off. Which is the only response we can give them. Thanks to the fact that we are xenophobic isolationists. Essentially. The inward perfection thing means we can form none of the agreements at all. First alien encounter is that we've encountered intelligent alien life for the first time has shaken our society to the core. Leaked footage of these bizarre creatures is spreading through the media outlets across the unified Solar Republic. Many citizens have been gripped by panic. Rioting has been reported in several cities on Earth. The strange xenos appear to have achieved a level of technology similar to our own, and they are clearly spacefaring. Whether they regard our great species with fear, hatred, or cold indifference is anyone's guess. But we should probably assume the worst. They are filthy xenos, after all. Okay.
Construction complete.
They are over there somewhere. Fortunately, we don't have anything spy related in their territory, so we don't actually know, but we can sort of see a vague outline of the outer reaches of their borders. They're not particularly fond of us, but no, there is no way they would accept being subjugated by us. And our diplomatic policies that we're forced into by virtue of being xenophobic isolationists don't allow us to force people to become our vassals through war. What I will do, however, is we're going to establish an embassy on their planet. We want them to leave us alone, but we also want to know they're not planning anything funny. So we'll establish an embassy, and I will start building a spy network for the time being. We've also found another potential empire over here. And that's a size 20 ocean world. I think we'll be colonizing that, even if it's not exactly a match. You go over there and build a star base. Our spy network has been established in the territory of the Xenofilth. And they've accepted our embassy. Both these are very good things. Work on the archaeology site on Io is going on. Some more as well. Our science team down on Io has reached the bottom chamber of the memorial structure. Found an ancient recorded message, some kind of personal debriefing. We failed. The Relentless cut through our entire navy without even slowing down. All is lost now. We will die here in these halls of tribute to fallen brethren. We fear for the lives of our wards. The Relentless will find them, and then they... There's no sign of a struggle, no bodies, only empty halls and the silence of the ones who perished. Unsettling to say the least, but continue. We're not stopping here, and we have a 40% chance of success. Nice. Our borders are closed to them by default. Good.
System surveyed.
Continue on with that. And now, our fleet is parked in orbit over the planet. Begin ground assault.
Deploying pacification troops.
Yeah, this is going to go badly. That's some heavy losses.
Technology researched.
We get unity and campaigns and the like. Next, I am going for the ocean ecology management. Because we're planning to colonize an ocean world soon, being able to clear some additional tile types would be useful. Oh yeah, heavy losses.
Technology researched.
We still have something in the order of 200 strength, though. Okay, robot workers is done. So, I will unlock nanomechanics for more engineering research. Even if we could get robomodding instead. This feels like the better choice.
Hostile planet pacified.
And with that, we have managed to liberate Albion. That's putting us into the negative for consumer goods, unfortunately. Build an energy district. That'll get us a few more jobs over there. And, yeah. I'm going to have our what remains of our army park itself there. And the fleet can just go home to the Earth starbase. Once we get the minerals, I'll be able to start upgrading our colonies to proper administrative structures. So also, now, on Earth, we're going to build a mineral purification plant. Give one extra miner job. It's the main thing. Not spectacular, but we do need more minerals right now, so. Our Forge World of Reach. Our Forge World of Reach. Needs to produce some minerals now. Okay. Pending addendum. Alright, scientists wanted to comb through every nook and cranny of the memorial site. It paid off. A small device was discovered in one of the corridors. A small fragment of information could be salvaged from it. Good work. With their mental faculties shut off, their very intellect removed, they would pose no threat. Must be enough. It's the only thing we can do. The device included some coordinates, and our scientist wants to investigate. And we have gained the option of assembly patterns. Not sure quite what that one's for, honestly. And these coordinates are for Europa, another of Jupiter's moons. So immediately begin researching that, thank you.
Construction complete.
Okay, yeah. As far as we know, that Wolgun system there is the only route they have into our space, so we want to claim that system fast as we can. So that will give us a single choke point if they ever decide to go to war with us, rather than 2 or 3. Okay. Specialist pop resource output up by 5%. The pursuit of profit. I'm going with that. And we have encountered aliens in the Wolgan system. It's not those guys, or we would recognize the ships. And that right there. I see one of their ships. Let's see, there's the this Pi Menace has. It's there, and our spy network growth is giving us some idea of what these fellows have. Not great for us, but it is what it is. Okay. For now, I am going to buy some more minerals. And then I'll use that to upgrade our colonies. And Earth can also get another mineral district.
Construction complete.
Those things together should solve my housing problems. Honestly, is what it seems like right now. Then I need to solve the consumer goods problem, which I'm slightly below what I can support at present. Yeah.
System surveyed.
Well, that system, from what I can tell, is not one they can actually access. They managed to claim a system right here to expand their borders, which I'm keen to prevent. Now, that's our major goal. Take the Wolgan system, and the stuff over here, as well as down there, is free real estate for us. That won't last forever, obviously, but it will be a notable advantage. Okay, pause the game. A particularly observant operator in the Rak Intersolar has laid their hands on part of an encryption key. It seems a careless politician mislaid the device whilst commuting. This bodes well enough for our operations in the Rak Intersolar, but our study of the device's unique design has revealed novel insights for our general approach to code breaking. That is excellent. We get code breaking +1 for 2 years, and their fleet power is apparently overwhelming compared to ours, so I'm going to have to start spending more on the Navy and less on expansion for a while, because we've really not been prioritizing having a fleet. Which will fuck us in not too long. Last Bastion. There's no need for shovels or drilling lasers this time around. Our head scientist and the archaeology team simply walked into the alien ruin. The site is very old, more than 1,000 years, but fairly well kept. It appears to be some kind of staging area, built for a specific purpose. There are several laboratories and large storage hangars. The team have found a digital archives server. It's offline, but appears fairly intact. Hopefully it will fill in the blanks regarding our lost benefactors. Keep at it then. And yes, first thing to do is upgrade our ships. And let's have a look at the designer. We have the Athena class corvette, which we don't have any better gun batteries, and our superior deflectors are still coming in. We could add some picket ships to that, though. Sentinel point defense plus us nuclear missiles just for the lols. Again, purely shields. Artemis class this time. Save that. Going to bring our Athena class up to 15. Plus 5 of the Artemis class, which will bring us to our command limit. After the upgrades, of course. go.
Ships upgraded.
That brings our fleet to 578. They are technologically and economically superior, apparently. Not surprised about the superior economy, honestly. And minus 15 on the consumer goods now. Lovely. We have an unemployed specialist, so... You, my friend, can give us more civilian industries. We're going to need more consumer goods, after all. Might as well start working on that. Yeah. This alien filth keeps sending their exploratory vessels my way.
System surveyed.
Build a starbase there. And we can lock down control of this sector. And just claim the rest of it at our leisure. And then I think I'll largely be able to leave some of these regions unexplored until I feel like doing something about it. We can just send our science ship this way instead. Archaeology site pending. Science team managed to get the alien digital archives up and running. They exclusively contained arbitrary logs, which will require some liberal interpretation. The phrase "mind wipe initiative" occurs frequently throughout the logs, and it appears to have been the specific focus of research at this location. Apparently, the benefactors developed technology by which they could manipulate the effectiveness of mental faculties, but how or for what purpose remains unknown. Keep at it with the investigation, then. For now, Albion. Let's see here. No, we can't put another research lab down right now because I'll put a generator district instead. If we put a research lab, that would give us even more of a consumer goods deficit, as the research labs use consumer goods, which is something I'd forgotten, honestly. The consumer goods were a prerequisite for being able to do stuff with research labs. There we go. That's our starbase construction done. And the tile blocker. So we'll get research into biology research now. And next month we get our research into engineering research done. But this episode has gone on for quite long enough. Looking at my recording backfeed thing, it's been about 50 minutes since I started playing this, so I really should stop. In fact, I should have stopped about 20 minutes ago, since I'm pretty sure half an hour is the sweet spot for getting people to keep watching, so who knows how the views are going to be like on this one. Oh well. Not like I'm making money off this anyways. But yeah, if you've enjoyed this, then please leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe for more Stellaris, where we continue in our efforts to get the galaxy to leave us the fuck alone. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. So long for now.